Hey there, everybody. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy, and I remembered what I forgot to talk about in my discussion that I did live last week for my thoughts and ideas for the Nintendo Switch Successor. Now, I went over, majority of the things I went over really pertain to the hardware side of things. I mean, you could say some things arguably pertain to software, but that's what I really left out, was stuff that would be internal to the system and could be integral to its, I guess, its life as a console. So that's what I'm going to actually cover now, because for some reason I drew that blank and I was like, I know I forgot to write this in, even though I thought about it, and it irritated me, obviously. Otherwise, this discussion wouldn't be happening right now. So this is actually going to be premiered on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern, so that I can be in the chat with people when it goes live. We'll see how that works out, though. But there's just a few things I want to cover. I'm probably not going to be doing this very long. I think maybe this might max out to 20-25 minutes. Maybe. Just depends on how long I stretch it out. Anyhow. So, first item that I want to cover is this platform and social media. Now, I know the Switch allows you to directly connect your console to Facebook and Twitter, and that's it. And that's basically for sharing pictures and video. Now, I have always been a proponent of returning Miiverse. Now, obviously, they wouldn't be able to put it back out and call it Miiverse. I mean, they could, but chances are they more than likely wouldn't, because they want it to represent the platform at current, or at least the OS that they're using at current, which it could be any number of things. It could be Switchverse, Community Switch Up, whatever you want to call it. But I do think bringing back some semblance of what Miiverse was would be a great idea. And again, you're already charging for NSO. Just throw this under that banner, that make it be a feature that you get when you use NSO, or you pay for NSO, that you have this thing to connect to. Now, I know some people are going to be like, well, that's gatekeeping. We had it for free before, but you still, at the time, you still either needed to have a 3DS or a Wii U in order to access it. And yeah, after you accessed it through your platform, you could go online to the website. So this is essentially the same thing. It's essentially the same thing. Because Nintendo honestly doesn't, either they did know the benefit of the community, but they saw that it wasn't very popular among the larger scale, or they truly don't know the benefit it had for the community. And again, I'm a proponent of it. I want to see it come back. I want to see it be available and allow people to be able to connect with each other directly. Like, you can see who has what game or who owns what game, because the console will let you know, and you can get community suggestions from people. Hell, maybe even make it easier to set up gameplay nights with other people through the little tight-knit community. That would be really cool. Basically, bring back Miiverse, but make it like Google Plus used to be. But also allow us to have like an open, direct communication with other members through it, whether it be on your console, on your phone, or on your computer. And I think that they have the team and the engineers that are very much capable of doing that. And it would be awesome. I would be one who would love to see that happen. The next thing. Now, this is specifically me asking. I know this probably won't be on the top of the list for anybody else, but I would love them to bring back the little coin thing that 3DS did when you walked around with it. Only change it up so that it works with your phone. Since people have their phone on them anyway, and you're doing a certain number of steps a day, you can earn a certain number of coins a day. And it's not like there aren't a crap ton of different apps out there that Nintendo could look to and be like, okay, we could do that and add that to our system. And just make it something that just expands gameplay options, or even just allows people to earn platinum coins to get like the skins and stuff in game. Something like that it'd be huge. It'd be very big for people. And Nintendo could, as much as people think that it's weird that Nintendo would try to attempt making something that monitors your heart, they did so with reason to apply it to gameplay, as well as they potentially do actually care about the health of the people that enjoy their products. If I remember correctly, they were making deals with hospitals to use that thing. I don't know if it ever actually happened, but I remember hearing something about it long ago. So them having something that links to your account, that uses your phone to count your steps as a pedometer, that can either be used for platinum coins to unlock skins, or maybe wallpapers and stuff, themes for your console, which would be another thing I was going to talk about. That'd be cool. And I'm going to roll into it. Themes. I know I personally wanted themes back, and I know a lot of people would like to see themes come back to Nintendo's platform. I mean, for me, it's not the worst thing ever. I would love it to be back because I like to be able to throw on my own custom backdrop for my console, and I wouldn't want to hack my console to be able to do it. If it's an option that's available, I would love to have it within, reach of me personally, and without having to do extra things to make it happen. And again, I'm not against people doing that, but I just don't want to have to do that. Like, I want the theme to be able to be something that matches what I like, or be able to change it out. And having things on the console, having it be available to be purchased with Nintendo coin or platinum coins would be great. Like, give me these options, but like, make stuff that is worth using the platinum coins for the system. Now, it's nice that you can make the purchase and have wallpapers that you can put up on your computer or your phone, but I also would like to be able to do that with my console. Have wallpapers that I can put up and things that would be themed to the overall aesthetic I want for my console. That'd be pretty nice. That would be awesome. And along with that, also bring back, and this is something that they partially do, I mean, it's not like completely gone, but work with somebody to have some custom decals that we can earn through my Nintendo accounts, and use platinum coins for that. Again, I'm coming up like with this thought, like, if I want to deck out my console, I want it to be decked out in the Bayonetta theme. I want to be able to get a decal for it, or decals for it, that will be attached to the console as well as the dock, and be able to have a theme on there that shows off Bayonetta in all her glory. If I want to do that, I should be able to do that. And I think that utilizing the platinum coins that way would be pretty cool. They already let you basically do custom icons with it, so it makes sense to incorporate all of this other stuff. Again, leaning heavy into the user customization and allowing people to create their own unique experience for their console, I just say. I mean, don't have to. I just think it would be pretty cool. The next thing. I've been saying this for some time, and I know somebody understands or hears what I'm saying. Especially those who are highly into music. They love making songs and stuff. And they love just listening to songs and just vibing out. Please, for the love of all that is holy, could y'all just create a music streaming channel where we can stream music from your games specifically, and maybe even some third-party partners or some indie partners that would allow it to be done. Let us stream music through a service on the console from you. I mean, you could make the step to make it available on phones and on PC if you want, but at least on the console, let me be able to take a Joy-Con, navigate over to this music channel, turn it on, find Metroid Dread, click on that, start the album up, and just let the music play. Or, you know what? One of my favorite soundtracks. Go ahead, let me go ahead and find Xenoblade Chronicles X soundtrack on there and just play it. I would love to do that. You guys don't know how good your music is to us over here, or if you do, you will love teasing the hell out of us. I want to see it available. And if people like it so much, allow us to be able to purchase the soundtracks directly through you from that app. Like, we can purchase it and have it sent to us. So you'd have a way to make some extra money off of it. And again, this would be something that would be behind an SO. So, but you also allow us to be able to purchase the albums directly from you. That would be freaking amazing. And I know there's several people that would love that. I'm pretty sure Jay would like that. Sandstorm would like that. I know Jack would like, all of us in the Winging It crew, I know we would all like that. And I'm pretty sure many of the people that follow me on different platforms on social media would like that. I want to see it happen. Come on, y'all know for a fact that you could do this and people would be all over it. And another thing, because if I was in position of power, I'd probably do this myself. And some people will probably dislike me for saying this, but you know what? You can go ahead and be with yourself. I don't care about your opinion at this particular point in time. But everything that's coming out as far as movies, whether or television shows or anything that you guys have, or even your old shows, make a video streaming service for your console. Again, have it be part of an SO. If you need to make it an extra tier as part of an SO, that's understandable. Or have it be included with the expansion pass or pack. Like, all of this stuff could be included in the expansion pack. All this stuff could be stuff that's added to the expansion pack. Like, so General and SO might not get all of this, but the expansion pack should get all of this. But have your video streaming service, whether it be like your old cartoons, old movies and stuff that y'all have, put them on there so people can watch them, and maybe even your more recent stuff, have it on there so people can watch it. Maybe some stuff from some third-party partners. All of this stuff being video game related, mind you, to have it available there. And also, let this be the service that gets your movies first for streaming versus something like Paramount. Like, let that get your stuff first before Paramount Plus does. And I can guarantee you probably have a crap ton of subscribers just for that. I could almost guarantee to have a crap ton of subscribers just for that. Like, because I'd want the people that are putting the money and time into utilizing the equipment I'm putting out, I'd want them to feel like, okay, I get it first. I get these things first. These are mine before everybody else gets them. Again, it's something that could work, could be a major thing. I'm not saying necessarily that it will, but I do think it has a very, very high chance of being successful, especially if you combine that with all of the other stuff I was just talking about. I think, honestly, that'd be really cool and amazing. And I would be I would, for one, be very happy to support that service myself. Again, if a lot of people already got the expansion pack, they'll just be getting bonuses, and they'll be happier customers because of it. And then it could also entice other people to buy into that if you truly want them to. Or they could just be patient and go ahead and get that stuff elsewhere, and no big deal. I'm just saying, sometimes the idea of convenience is what you need to focus on for people. Like, the Switch itself is super convenient because you can pick up, play, take it wherever you want, and play whatever you got on there as long as it's not bound to internet. So it's a good idea. Now, this next thing is definitely more of a personal wish, because I think it would be worthwhile in the overall. And that is to create another game builder garage, like a game builder garage 2 for the new platform. But instead of the games just being able to be used in Game Builder Garage, allow people to be able to sell the games so they can be played outside of Game Builder Garage. Now, obviously, you'd have to put a size limit on these games, but Game Builder Garage is a good tool for someone who's trying to get into basic game development and they want to get an understanding and a feel for it. It's a very good tool for that. And if someone's above the age of 18, you should be able to allow them to sell that stuff on the eShop. Like, have a section of the eShop specifically for those games and have them rated by people. Like, you could create a small team that's specifically dedicated to rating those games. Like, don't let them just be tossed up on the eShop in any sort of condition and let people sell them. Obviously, you don't want it to be like what Xbox Live Indie Games was, where people just threw stuff up and it didn't really seem to go through a whole lot of quality checks. Obviously, you want it to be stuff that's really good, that really stands out. And I know that would be a lot of work. I'm not going to deny that. But if you could set that up so people could start making games in Game Builder Garage and actually using the engine to make games that they can sell, like they can throw in story beats and stuff like that, like expand what Game Builder Garage does and make it an actual viable game engine for the console. Heck, even make a version of it for PC that allows you to directly upload your stuff to the eShop, or not directly upload it to the eShop, but directly send it to Nintendo to be put on the eShop for the Switch. Like, if you're using that software, you'll know for sure that it will directly work on that platform. And honestly, I think that could be a way to stimulate a lot of potential indie developers. It'd be cool. Again, that's more of a personal wish. I don't think that that's necessary to happen. But if you could give people the resources with Game Builder Garage to create their own games in it, like expand it to be able to be a wide variety of games, and show people the more simplistic route to game development, which there are several different engines that do that, but there's not one from Nintendo that does that. And it's not like this isn't something that Nintendo has done before, where they've made their console capable of video game development and given it resources that you can use. Now, it was a very long time ago, but Famicom in Japan was capable of writing code in BASIC to cassettes so that people could play it. Like, you had to have special equipment for it, but you had games that could be played in Famicom BASIC. All I'm saying is take that concept and just put it out and let people actually sell the games. Now, obviously, depending on the size of the game and stuff like that, they'd have to have a small range of cost. I'm thinking anywhere between $1 and $3. Like, you don't want it to be like some heavy cost thing. Like, let those games be very low priced, but also available for people who want to have them. I don't see a problem with that. And I think, honestly, again, that would just be a benefit for people who are trying to learn game development or who are very new to the scene. That would be pretty nice. And again, Nintendo could be on the forefront of pushing for more indie developers, pushing for more people to get into it. Like, you could turn somebody who is a complete novice into a well-known developer through this, and could inspire them to work on, again, different engines. And you would just have one specifically for your platform. It's basically taking the concept that Mojang came up with for Minecraft, where you're allowed to develop stuff for Minecraft and sell it through the store for Minecraft, because you can't do that. And I think that Nintendo having something similar would be awesome, especially if it were to allow you to import your Mii character into the games. Like, have it set up so that you could have a blank slate character that becomes the Mii that the person created, and have its own thing. Like, that would be cool. And speaking of which, bring back the Mii channel. I like being able to make more than one Mii for my account. I like being able to have multiple Miis on my console, because you can use them for different purposes, especially if you open up the floodgates and allow people to use them in multiple games again. And I want the Mii Maker back generally on the console, so I can make a bunch of Miis to represent different people I know, or different characters I've come up with, like I did for my Wii, my Wii U, and my 3DS. I made a bunch of Miis to represent people I know, or I downloaded other people's Miis from people I do know. Bring that concept back, and incorporating this idea into a new version of Game Builder Garage would be awesome. Plus, I think if you did that, it would give people the inspiration to create more, because then they can self-insert character and play a game and be like, oh, cool, this is awesome. I can put me in the game. No pun intended. I legitimately did not think about it when I said it. And I was like, oh, hold on. I dad joked there on accident. Not that it was a bad one, but it struck me right after I said it. I think opening up to allowing people that type of customization, being able to add that to games that people are developing through a potential Game Builder Garage 2 or Game Builder Garage Extra or External or whatever you feel like calling it. Adding in all these things I talked about, it makes for a very compelling piece of hardware. No matter where people want to talk about, oh, well, it's not the most powerful thing on the planet, so it's not worth it to me. But like, if you feel like that, you still need to be on PC no matter what. Like, either way. But doing these things, I think, would really, really make for awesome things that people could create. Two, it just brings the experience to say you need to have this platform because there's so much you can do here. Like, oh, your friend wants to learn how to develop games? Well, hey, we have Game Builder Garage 2 over here. Oh, and they can sell their games now if they pass the check with the eShop board. And we'll rate the games and everything. We'll expand what you're capable of doing with Game Builder Garage, allow more resources, even maybe allow some imported resources that are custom created, not imported resources that belong to someone else, custom created. That might be a little bit harder to do unless you do it and set it up so that you can do it in the engine. If you set it up so that you can do it in the engine, that's a whole different thing. But again, I know there would be a lot of workarounds, a lot of things to be considered, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo has a team that would do just that if they're not doing that already. But all of these things, I think, would enhance the overall experience of even what the current Switch is. And if they're going for enhancing what they already have, just making it better, making it more versatile, allowing it to have more options to it, then this is the route to go. This would be the route to go if you include all of the stuff that I talked about in the live stream and you add that to this or add this to that. It makes it worth the time. It would make it worth the time and the effort for a lot of different people. And who's to say that some dad wouldn't get his kid Game Builder Garage, let him build some games, and then be like, yo, hey, these are some really good games. Let me go ahead and make an account and put them out there for him and let him make his first business selling games. Like, let him get his first taste of being a developer. And you guys could open that up for everybody. You guys could definitely open that up for everybody. Again, there's a lot of stuff that's out there that's simplistic, that's easy to use and stuff like that. I'm not going to say there isn't. But there isn't anything currently on the market from Nintendo like that. And I think, honestly, that could be the nail in the coffin for a lot of stuff for them. Not only do they make their really good games, not only have they expanded their services, not only have they made it easier for people to get into gaming with them, but they've also come up with a very simplistic game creation tool that now can be used to develop and sell your own games. And I could see that being something big to talk about over time, especially if it were to release early in a console's life cycle, would just be updated along the way. again, it's just me thinking. It's not necessary. And I know because I am big on companies doing user created content. I love user generated content in games. Because I guess and I'll admit that's probably from Halo. From playing Halo back in the day, especially Halo 3 and Halo Reach, where I would be online with people and we had custom created levels, custom created game types, and just go ham playing a wide variety of stuff. And I think that by extension, that would be awesome for Nintendo to put their foot down on, because no company specifically has ever made that their focal point. User generated content. Make that your focal point and put the stuff I talked about being in it. It'll probably be a wrap. It would probably be a wrap. But I don't know. Hey, I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But yeah, I think those were the things I wanted to talk about. Now, if anyone has anything they would like to add in or that they think would be a better fit, please go ahead, do so in the comments, because I will definitely be looking. And hey, we'll have a discussion. If there's enough stuff that people bring to my attention that I didn't think about, I might even make another video talking about it. But these first two discussions were me. Now, if I do another video, it's going to be everybody else's opinions and thoughts and stuff like that. So that's it for me. Thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games and peace out, everybody.